Hi, my name's Randy Moore. I'm the head football coach here at Gridiron College. I'd like to welcome you to the third edition of the Dog Pound Weekly. And today my guest is Associate Head Coach, Offensive Coordinator, and Quarterback Coach Henry Stanford.
Thanks, Coach.
Henry's in his second year here, and I'll let Henry tell you a little bit about his family.
My wife Leslie lives in Roseburg, Ohio, with my oldest son Warwick and my youngest son Jarek, call him Jay for short. My son is a sophomore at Roseburg High School. He's a track athlete, cross country, indoor, outdoor track. Leslie, we've been married for 16 years now, going to 17th year coming up. Does a great job with our two young men. She works for one of the schools down in Columbus, Columbus Alternative Academy, which is one of the premier schools in Central Ohio, public school-wise. My son would like to be a doctor at some point, go into surgery, be a surgeon. Youngest son, not sure exactly what he wants to do yet, but that's kind of a little bit about my family and what they're doing down in Columbus.
Good, good. You know, Henry's been with us now for 2 years, and we really feel like this year is a different team and a different atmosphere than we've had in the years past here, and Henry's been a big part of that. And Henry, have you sensed the same thing as far as the team?
Yeah, I mean, I've sensed a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of excitement. The guys are catching on to the system. We're in year 2 of kind of the install system, and the guys are grasping some of the schemes and some of the things we're doing offensively on game day. Yeah.
Good, good. Yeah, it's definitely been a fun year to this point. Last week against Allegheny came in and played a great football game, and we lost. And there's no excuse for that. They played extremely well, and we let some opportunities slip away. And this week coming up, we have Wooster College at Wooster on Saturday night at 7 p.m. And Wooster, why don't you tell us a little bit about their defense, Coach?
Yeah, they have a great defense. They run a 4-2-5 system. They have a lot of athletes in the field, a lot of defensive back type players. So they bring a lot of speed to the game. Their defensive line does a great job of staying in their gaps and doing a lot of schemes. The strength of their defense, in a lot of people's opinions, the linebackers. They have tremendous 3 linebackers. They're just tremendous. They do a great job coverage-wise. They do a great job with their coverages. So I think it'll be a great challenge this coming Saturday to play against a pretty good defense.
Good. And offensively, they're very explosive. They have a 1-1 record right now. Offensively, they've got one of the more dynamic quarterbacks in the conference, Richard Barnes, and he can run and throw, and he does a great job of both. They have a big offensive line. They run a spread offense to utilize the talents of Barnes and their running back. They've got some very good players. They're very explosive, and it should be an exciting game. It's going to be a lot of fun down there. It's an opportunity for us to go into a very hostile environment and come home with a W, and we're looking forward to that. As we move forward, Henry, what has made us more successful on offense this year than last year?
I think a lot is due to young men being into their second year of the program. A lot of guys are playing right now. This is their second year in the system. They understand the schemes, as I mentioned earlier. They understand kind of what we're doing. I think also they bring a lot of diversity to our offense. They can do multiple things. We have guys that can play running back and receiver, guys that can play receiver and potentially quarterback. That brings a lot of explosion to the system. But everything starts with the up front guys. We made an upgrade in our offensive line from the 2013 year, and that's been a great addition to the 14 year. It's having a well-established offensive line that does a great job in blocking, but then we also have upgraded with some of the skill position too. Our quarterback is tremendous. Robert Partridge does a great job with the system. He's kind of an offensive coordinator on the field. He has the freedom at times to check plays and do things. So I think his development within the system is also assisted us in having more dynamic plays this year too.
Great, great. Yeah, I think every one of our phases of our game has made improvement. The special teams, especially against Allegheny, made a lot of improvement last week, and we need to continue that improvement defensively, offensively, and special teams-wise to win on Saturday night against Wooster. The game will start at 7 o'clock. I know the Gridiron Club and a lot of our parents will be down. They'll start tailgating probably about 5 o'clock. I'm not sure the area of where they're going to be tailgating and things like that. But I do want to also recognize what the Gridiron Club did last week in our food drive for the food pantry at Garrettsville. We filled up a trailer and half of a back of a truck full of non-perishable items. It was a great opportunity. Their band came, Garrettsville's high school band came up and played. It was a great environment for our homecoming game, and the Gridiron Club was a big part of that, so I'd really like to thank them also. So hopefully you'll be able to join us on Saturday night at 7 o'clock at Wooster College, and go Dogs.